Stone Age. The Stone Age began 2.5 million years ago and ended 12,000 years ago. It can be divided into three periods: the Paleolithic, the Mesolithic, and the Neolithic. The Paleolithic. The Paleolithic extends from about 2.6 million years ago to about 300,000 years ago. During this era, several types of humans appeared, the most prominent of which are Homo habilis, who is considered the first type of human being capable of making stone tools. Homo erectus was more advanced, used fire, and invented more advanced tools. Neanderthal lived in later periods of this era and had distinct social and cultural abilities. One of the most important achievements of the early Paleolithic was making stone tools. Instincts prompted ancient humans to make simple tools, such as chisel stones, to help them in harsh environmental conditions. Over time, tools developed in this era, and it became possible to make more complex tools, such as hand axes. In this era, humans relied on hunting animals and gathering plants. They lived in small groups consisting of about 20 to 50 individuals. This lifestyle was based on constant movement in search of food and water. Although the early Paleolithic era was a primitive period, art began to appear in a simple way. Because man is creative by nature, he began to draw on walls, and drawings were found in caves. These drawings expressed the animals they hunted, indicating their connection to the environment using the tools available at this time. They also made statues of stone and bones, which may indicate spiritual or symbolic beliefs. The Mesolithic. It extends from approximately 300,000 to 30,000 years ago. With the beginning of the Mesolithic, Homo habilis and Homo erectus had become extinct. During that period, Homo neanderthalensis, who had advanced social and cultural abilities, continued to rely on hunting and gathering plants. This species lived in Europe and Asia. Homo sapiens. He is an evolution of Neanderthal man to renew his species, as modern man began to appear in this period, and he lived in Africa before spreading to the rest of the world. The Mesolithic is a period of real innovation in toolmaking, where the tools used in the early Paleolithic were refined more precisely and new tools such as knives and shovels appeared, which helped humans hunt and prepare food better. Life in the Mesolithic was full of challenges. Humans relied on hunting and gathering as their main source of food. They hunted deer, horses, and birds, and gathered fruits and nuts. Societies depended on cooperation, and there was a division of roles, as women gathered food while men hunted. Art was an important part of the lives of Mesolithic humans. Rock art. Wonderful drawings were found in caves, such as those in the Lascaux caves in France. These drawings depicted the animals they hunted, indicating their deep understanding of nature. They also made small statues, such as statues of Venus, which may express concepts of beauty and fertility. The Earth experienced periods of cold and heat, which affected the locations of animals and plants and led to migration. Humans moved to new areas in search of food, which helped spread humans to new places. The Neolithic. The Neolithic era, spanning from approximately 10,000 BCE to around 3,000 BCE. Neanderthals. This species also persisted during this period, but was on the verge of extinction. However, it continued in some areas until the end of this era. Homo sapiens. Modern humans began to spread widely and form more complex societies. This period is characterized by the transition from nomadic hunter-gatherer lifestyles to settled agricultural communities. One of the most significant changes during the Neolithic era was the development of agriculture. This transition began in various regions, including the Fertile Crescent, China, and Mesoamerica. Early humans discovered that they could cultivate wild grains and domesticate animals, which provided a more reliable food source than hunting and gathering. The domestication of plants such as wheat, barley, and rice, along with animals like sheep, goats, and cattle, allowed communities to produce surplus food. As food production increased, populations grew, and people began to settle in one place. This shift from a nomadic lifestyle to a sedentary lifestyle laid the groundwork for the development of complex societies. Pottery became widespread, allowing for better food storage and cooking methods. Weaving and textile production also flourished, as people crafted clothing and other goods. With the advent of agriculture, permanent settlements emerged. Villages began to form, with structures made from mud bricks, stones, or wood. These settlements facilitated social interaction and cooperation among community members. Notable examples include Çatalhöyük. Permanent settlements also allowed for the development of specialized roles within communities. As agricultural practices improved, some individuals could focus on tasks other than food production, leading to the emergence of artisans who discovered copper and tin, and then combined them to produce bronze, from which many tools were made, which led to the emergence of traders and leaders. This specialization contributed to the development of more complex social hierarchies